Hello, this is take two. I'm going to try to do this all in one take and get this uploaded hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Today is Tuesday, almost in November. It's December 15th, Tuesday. As you can see, I'm not in my usual filming location. This is not my tree. These are not my trees. I am in the auditorium of my church that I go to. My husband is on staff here. He's currently in a meeting. You may hear background noises because my kids are in the auditorium as well. I asked them to shh. So we'll see how long that lasts. I wanted to address something. In November, I said that I was going to be doing daily nano vlogs, and then I want to do the Vlogmas in December this month for my channel here. In November, I made it till the 16th, and in December, I made it until the 10th. I wanted to explain something to all my lovely viewers, why you don't see me film, edit, and upload on a consistent schedule. And that is because a lot of times I overplan, I overdo things, and then I'm just exhausted, and I end up just being too tired and exhausted and overly fatigued. I have awesome chronic fatigue. I have insomnia. I have migraines. I have back pain. My spine is fused. But also I have, for about 7 years now, been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So that's an autoimmune disease that affects the central nervous system. So a lot of times my feeling like crap comes out of the blue. So even though I would love to be able to upload every day, I have every intention to, doesn't always work out. But does not mean that I don't like videoing and filming and editing. I do enjoy it. Sometimes my brain just tells me enough is enough and I sleep or just lay there. So if you would like to hear a little bit more background on multiple sclerosis and how it affects me and how I got diagnosed and all that, let me know down in the comments and I'll work on compiling a video about that. Now, I had planned on showing you the book that I was going to talk about, but I don't have it with me. So back when I was like 16 to 18 years old, give or take, when I was still in high school, I checked out a book called Flowers in the Attic by B.C. Andrews. I read the whole series. Flowers in the Attic, Petals on the Wind, If There Be Thorns, Seeds of Yesterday. I think that's it. Yes. And I remember reading it, and the reason this came up is because I ordered recently through Amazon a book that had the first two books combined in one. It was like 868 pages. And I was reading it, it brought up some memories about how I came up with the idea to even write my book. So I read the first book, and if you're familiar with Flowers in the Attic, or even watched a badly made for TV movie, you know that it's about a family of 4 kids who are locked away in an attic for several years because of their greedy mom that wants to inherit money, and her grandmother or her mom can't know about, or her family can't know about the kids, or she'll not get any of the money. But the kids don't know that till the very end of the book. So after I read that book and then the second book, and I sat down and I said to myself, this is a really screwed up family story. I have a screwed up family story too. I have trauma I could talk about. I could write this book. Yeah, if they can do it, why not me? And then later on in the years, I had read Million Little Pieces and another story similar to that. But it was this story, this series by V.C. Andrews, which I found out later she herself didn't write all the books because she had died at some point and she got a ghostwriter, which I didn't find out about until I read like this vampire book a few years ago, and it didn't sound like her type of book. So I looked up some information about her and found out she died and there was a ghostwriter. Anyhow, back to inspiration for the book. So I said to myself, if she can write these stories and be really popular, I don't see why I can't. So it was then that the title of my book, Tears of Yesterday, came forth. And I think I just, from the different titles in that first series, Flowers in the Attic, Petals on Wind, If There Be Thorns and Seeds of Yesterday, is how I came up with the inspiration for that. Originally, I was going to write it as like, this is exactly what happened, um, and make it like a based on true event story. But as time went on, there was like just bits and pieces that I didn't remember exactly. I didn't have to worry about getting everyone's reactions and words exactly the same. So the first book is definitely exactly what happened. And then I'm working on the second book, and the second book is still the same things that happen, but maybe not in the exact order. And I think by the third book, it'll be definitely more fiction than anything else. Because I'm not going to make it like a true account, like word for word, month by month, that happened. But the main horrible things and then the main happy things that eventually happen. I don't make those up. But like, I make up people's names and where they work and what they do for fun and who I date and who I didn't date. And so it's definitely inspired by true events. Inspired by true events. That's the type of series that I'm doing. And I just yesterday decided on a series name. Because I wasn't sure how many books this series would be if I'd finish it in the second book, but I'm about 60 something thousand words in, and I realize it's not a book that I can finish. It's not a story I can wrap up in the second book. So it's definitely going to be at least 3 books. And I've decided, I already settled on the title for the series title, and I've decided on the first, second, and third book in the series title. But I think the reason I really just wanted to talk about where I got the inspiration from is you never know where your ideas or stories come from a TV show or a book or your own personal life experiences. Because I guarantee you, which actually I know, that if me and one of my siblings had written this exact story and did it from our own point of view, it would have been completely different. And I know this because I was comparing, like, hey, sibling of mine, what do you remember about this specific thing happening? My sibling would say, oh, this is what happened. And I would say, I don't remember happening like that. Or I would talk to my sibling about things, and my sibling would say, I don't remember you being there. I know you were there, but I don't remember you being there. So, yeah. So, this story is more of how a chaotic upbringing and abuse in a family that should be loving and caring isn't that all the time. How it can affect someone growing up, how it affects their family relationships, their relationships with their friends and boyfriends, and how it can affect them throughout their life. I think that is the outline of my overarching theme for my series. So, all right. I know this is a very Christmassy related video, but it does have a Christmas tree in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Right. If you want to know more about my autoimmune disease, multiple sclerosis, ask me any questions in the comments. I can do a follow-up video about that. If you want to hear more about my writing process and what I have plans on for the future, please let me know. I can make a video about that. I do plan on making another video between now and Christmas, and it's going to be a video talking about the different Christmas party games that I am doing for the kids at home to make it a little bit less boring of a holiday, because lately we've just been stuck inside unless we go to church. Our church building, which there's like 10 of us in the building now, so we go to church and home. That is it. Nowhere else. So I have quite a few games I'm making for that. I even have ideas for a Christmas trivia Jeopardy game. I'm so excited about that one because I love Jeopardy. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching. If you like this, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my sporadically filmed videos, hit the subscribe button. And I hope to see you in the comments. Bye.